Welcome to Sales Scorecard Pro, a decision engine designed specifically to look at sales performance opportunity gains. It starts first with key business drivers, where we look at assessing the impact of different issues that may face your business today, whether it's marketing, qualified lead amount, quality of leads, sales strategy, perhaps sales skill areas, such as the need to close more profitable deals. Whatever these major subject areas and business focal points might be, aka key business drivers, you can take a quick look at which of those are in the assessment phase, are considered a major issue today, or are critical, and assign a value to them based on your business assessment internally. So as you take a look at that, we've configured this area here. You can also view it graphically. You get a quick snapshot view of those areas that are critical versus those areas that are major or just in the evaluation phase. So this is where you get to see any seven-figure problem that you might want to deploy a six-figure solution for. Very powerful area at the front end to get a sense of perspective of where the focal points need to be. Business assessment, come through, take a look at leadership, marketing, sales, and account management. And these we walk quickly through in terms of focusing on the areas that are critical to the success of the organization. Things such as, is the sales team compensation directly aligned to revenue? How would you rate your CRM system? A series of leadership questions, followed by marketing. What's happening on the lead generation front? What if we could move from 100 to 115 per month? What would that look like? And what's the quality of our leads, and is it aligned to our sales process? What if it were subpar? What would that mean, and what would it mean to improve it? Sales goal. Quickly zero in on the business units within the company in terms of how many customers, revenue stream, both product and service level, get an average revenue per customer, get a quick snapshot on that, and for the company as a whole. In this example, 950 customers generating $56.3 million. Average revenue per customer, $59,000. Well, what about improvements for the upcoming 12-month period? If these are the targets, then what you see is 57 new customers needed to generate that $3.9 million gain, with an average revenue moving up by almost $10,000. Down below, just a framing of where those sectors sit as a visual anchor, as well as what it looks like in terms of the goal, the revenue currently, and the goal. So we move from sales goal to sales team. Here we're taking a quick snapshot view. How many sales reps? What's the average sales goal target for each sales rep? How many of those meet or exceed that target? And what if you could increase that, in this case, from 70 to 75%? What would that be worth? Almost $1.3 million. How about the sales revenue for people not meeting goal, the 30% below goal? That has an impact. What is the percent turnover? How many new reps added in the next 12 months? Average time to goal. All of these various functions here, and if you want, you can turn those off. You can only focus on the ones that you want to look at. You don't have to look at all of them, as an example. So you can go through and see each one that you want to look at. Sales process. What's their funnel look like? Contact through to appointment, presentation, contract, ultimately an agreement. And in this example, if we were having 100 leads going to 115, how about increasing sales conversion ratios? In this benchmark example, if these were set at 50%, moving between each stage, what would happen if you could increase these top two up to 60%? And contract to agreement from 50 to 65%. Significant value could be gained there, going from lead to agreement. All right, the lead phase here to the ultimate agreement. Nice thing about this is if you have a different process, you can modify this on the fly. You could have 3 stages in certain cases, maybe 5 in this case, or 6, and you nominate another stage here. And all of this will dynamically recalculate for you on the fly. Very powerful. Also, capturing some metrics down here around what's happening with the CRM system. Is that subpar adoption, or is it actually good or ideal? Where is that? Because it's equally important to have adoption as it is to have the right CRM system. And then in the critical presentation phase of any sales process, what's being used? Case studies, decision engine like this, marketing collateral, presentation decks. In this case, need to improve this area in this example. They're just using presentation decks. How compelling might it be if they had an interactive decision engine to drive that discussion with the target prospect or client? So again, you can see very quickly moving through to the final area, account management, value capture. Here we're looking at wallet share. If they have the ability, and how strong are they in getting incremental customer revenue and retention and customer referrals to bring in new business. So in any business, you may have some attrition. What if you could drive that number down? How much could you recapture and keep within the company? And from a wallet share perspective, are you able to add revenue from current customers? And if so, how much? Current versus target. So what would that be worth? And again, any of these you could turn on or off and focus only on the areas that apply to your business situation. Close that back down. Again, we've got leadership and then marketing, focusing on the lead side of the equation, the core sales process that delivers the customers, and ultimately any account management or cross-sell, upsell opportunity for full wallet share. So again, we've looked at key business drivers, done a quick business assessment. Let's take a look at what that translates to. Business impact, over $10 million through these various elements here that we just looked at. Here, you get a quick opportunity to fine-tune that and look at individually what these would be, and what if you had sales programs that you could deliver to your sales team that could help you with negotiation mastery or sales and business acumen or presentation mastery. What would that look like to be able to deliver to the sales team? The way you get to set those up, sales team, performance program, simply go into the configure area, click on performance programs, and then down here you can change the name, price points, per course versus per year, whatever those metrics are. Quickly at your fingertips, apply whatever programs you have that can deliver that sales mastery and improvement to a client. And then along this left panel area, you can fine-tune how much the gain in terms of marketing with new leads, maybe driving more reps meeting goal up here. Anything around here in the appointment to presentation phase, notice these dynamically change on the fly. You get an immediate business impact, what that's worth if you were to make those improvements. Drop the attrition rate down here or increase the wallet share gain. Any of these metrics here that you just did a quick profile in the business assessment are immediately available here as a full set against the performance programs. So what does this really say in the end? For $637,000, there's a $12.21 million opportunity gain, or 1,800+% in performance return on investment. And again, no interactive decision engine in use yet, which might further enhance what this can do for the company. So this is again a very powerful area of translating what the business assessment has to what is the opportunity on the table for a given investment to make that improvement here. Sometimes there's going to be a decision time frame involved where a client scenario may require waiting or deferring an action. So in this example here, what if this date were November 30th, right? They're going to push that out. What would that cost be? Or even let's say it's October 31st. You can click that, have a look, and still over this 39-day period beyond the 90-day sales cycle, there's still $1.3 million in foregone improvement by pushing out that decision cycle. So again, if the opportunity is really in hand, it's not something to wait on. Sales team break even. This looks at if you have 103 reps in this example, factoring in the count and the turnover and the new reps added, then there's 950 clients from the sales goal area. With this average revenue, as we saw earlier, just under 60,000. Well, let's take a look. If you have this level of margin for the company, then you can slide that and see how many new customers you need per year in a given situation. So whatever the margin is for that business will determine how many new customers would lead to that level of improvement that's shown here as the target. Okay, this is the opportunity we're going after. If we close this back down, we're back to this view here. Bring it all the way into a true final opportunity focus. So here we're looking at the business revenue target, right? Current 56.3 million, grow by 3.9 million. There's an opportunity of 12.2 on the table for improvements in the selling process. Take those leads and be better at converting them. Convert more of them to bottom line revenue. And here training ROI and break even says here's the 1800% target. 54 customers per year would deliver break even on that. Well, what if you don't hit this target here, but you could only deliver, for example, say 40%? What would that look like? Still delivering above goal, and you'd only need 22 customers per year to hit break even, and still a 700+% return on investment. Again, very compelling. The key to this decision engine is it's fully interactive. You make any of these changes here on the fly, and then you can see where's that set point, that reality point, then someone can say, even at 40% of that level, this is a project worth moving forward. And again, a decision engine opportunity is really all about stop selling and start showing, right? And note there's currently not a decision engine in use in this example. Similarly, CRM system and adoption, subpar CRM system rating as well as adoption level. We can help on either of those cases to help you help your customer build a decision engine or help with CRM system selection, even all the way through to adoption. And at the end of the day, the building of a decision engine is really this straightforward. It's cloud-based, no IT team burden for your client. It's a monthly user subscription opportunity, fully supported with training and rollout. How we do it? Define, configure, validate, ultimately deliver that, and support it. Software as a service. Really, all that's needed here is for a company that has a complex selling situation where they are not getting the maximum value out of what their products and services represent, we can transform those into real business opportunities with value snapshots to deliver a compelling business case. Again, you've seen right here with Sales Scorecard Pro in this short video clip the example of a decision engine, in this case for a sales training company view into a client, a medium to large size client, any type of client that has a complex selling situation that needs to improve its sales performance. Additionally, you have tools up here where you can come through and do a print or output PDF. You can come in, double click, and here's your snapshot. You got a thumbnail here. You can do anything you want with that in terms of going out to the printer, convert it into one of several document formats. Again, very compelling, on the fly, at your fingertips, whatever that you would want to do. Similarly, you could come out here and if you want a section, pick that out and you could actually copy that and drop it in an email to your client, right? So let's say you're here at the opportunity focus, you want to grab that, no problem. Select it, double click, boom, grab a copy of that and you're good to go. You're going to see that build up. When the pop-up's enabled, you'd be all set with that. So again, all of these are at your fingertips. You're done with the scenario, you want to save it, simply hit the Save Load button, and that gives you an opportunity to give it a name and preserve that, and off you go with that one saved. You want to create a new one, simply save that, then reload it later, and you're good to go. And at any point along the way, if you want to reset the model, then you just come through here and hit the reset button and you're back to the beginning, right? All of these are zeroed out, no data, any of these areas. And if you want to again pick the load to bring back the example model that we had created earlier, just load that in and then you'll be good to go. Here's the data that we were just on a moment ago. So, wrapping up, demo@quadrantpoint.com is where you can reach us to talk about how we can build a decision engine for you and or your client. Also how we can help them with CRM system and adoption. And again, all of this is done on a white label basis. This means we are running in the background under your brand. Think of us as a technology support arm. Again, demo@quadrantpoint.com. Thanks for your time.